Well, my name is Patrick McNeil, and I am one of the producers of Neon Desert, and I also part owner of Lowbrow. I'm a big part of music here in El Paso. The music scene it's growing. I think that we're gonna see, like, in the next 5 years, the next DAs and Zex Marquis and royalties and bands that probably could become bigger than all that. I've seen it kind of become better without having those really strong acts, and like people are starting to support a lot of smaller acts, and from there something good will grow. Another really hidden gem in El Paso that people don't know about is the local hip-hop scene. And recently we've been pulling a lot of like the local hip-hop shows in here, and I feel like that's been an underserved market here in El Paso for a long time. So these hip-hop bands can like pull in like 150, 200 people for a show, which is great.
My name is Jesus J. Gomez. I play with a band named R.A.R.E. I guess I'm one of the vocals, spoken word, poet, MC, whatnot. I think El Paso has an extreme amount of talent that just hasn't really been heard, and there's lots of good artists. So yeah, I'm proud of my city. I'm proud of the things we do here in our city. You know, there's a lot of love, a lot of culture, a lot of a tight-knit bond between people. I think the music scene. Probably, yeah. Underrated will probably be the word. I guess more people supporting their own, you know. But I felt like it could be a lot bigger based on the potential that it has, you know. But yeah, there's definitely growth. R.A.R.E, the album Full Circle. We're promoting that right now. We recorded out at Sonic Ranch Studios. We're about in the midst of setting up a tour right now. So just keep an eye out for us, R.A.R.E.
I think for the most part, when I first got into this music scene in El Paso, it was real tough with the agencies and management groups and stuff like that, because apparently prior to a lot of people doing shows now, prior promoters would burn a lot of artists, so they were very skeptical about booking here. And I think lately what Spun His Sun has been trying to do is bring consistency and legitimacy to the music scene here in El Paso, and I think that's what's really dramatically changed is the efforts behind that group that has initially drawn those agents and managers' minds to doing more shit in El Paso, really. Lately we've been rolling out all those free shows with like drink specials and stuff like that because we're really trying to entice people that are even just going out to drink instead of just coming specifically for the local show. And it's kind of been working in turning new people on to coming to music. The EDM scene in El Paso is one of the largest EDM scenes in the nation, like next to like New York, Miami, and like major cities. I think that's brought a lot of attention to El Paso. I think when DJs hear about El Paso, they're like, oh, it's the loudest city in the world, you know what I mean? So like it's made a name for itself in that sense of things, but I think like the live music scene is a slower beast to try to evolve. I just think people just need to start opening their minds to new things and new avenues. I think, you know, El Paso traditionally is like classic rock, EDM, norteña, and I feel like what we're doing here, or in general with everyone who collectively does shows in El Paso, is trying to just turn people on to new music, relevant music that is like popping off in New York and LA and Europe and everywhere else. As before, when I remember was growing up, I got fed what the radio was coming, and so I think that as long as people continue to support this movement we're trying to create, I think it'll only grow and get better and better. And I think for local music, national touring music, and just El Paso in general, I think it'll be a good thing. But the reason why I moved here was to change people's impressions on El Paso. I think even for me, when I was done with school, I was ready to get out of here. I was like, fuck El Paso. You know, there's bigger and better things out there. But after living in a bunch of different places, I saw El Paso as an underserved market and something that could easily be created. So we've come back here to try to create a relevant music scene and give something back for El Paso. So maybe when you're graduating from high school, you're not like, oh, maybe El Paso's not so bad. Every band that comes here is always just like thrilled. They're just like, oh, we've driven through here before, we've never played shows here, and just starting to develop it. And it's really cool as like bands come like 2, 3, 4 times. They're like, oh fuck yeah, we look forward to been here before. It's a cool place. People are always cool as fuck. And I tell bands that all the time when they get here. I'm like, whether you're playing to like 10 people or you're playing to this room packed, like the energy of the people that will be at the show will be your super fans all right there. Regardless, I think El Paso is an underserved market, so when people do get a chance to see these bands that come through maybe once or maybe never come back again, I think they're very enthused and very eager. I think El Paso just has a different mentality and enthusiasm about music when it comes through, if it's music they want to see. We're starting to do tons and tons of local shows, and it's just not even specific to one genre. It's like every type of genre of local music here in El Paso, and we're trying to like make that the home for people that are taking themselves seriously in music and wanting to get on good shows and play good formats. And that's really what we're trying to create with all these free local shows we're doing, and with, you know, drink specials and things just to make it more attractive for people to come out. More so than anything, you know, the only way things will grow is with the support of people. So come out and check out a free show, or come out, check out a paid show, whatever. Just come out here.